Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Fridays. Let's check out the market bubble, see what we're looking like today. So I was setting up a trade before. I was trying to set up a last-minute SPY trade because SPY trades till 4:15. So I had like some time left, and I was rushing to set up the last-minute trade. So it was taking a little while, and it wasn't going through. The fill was really bad. It was like, it was just kind of crappy. Couldn't get filled for a while, so I had to keep like setting the order over and over again. But other than that, how's everybody else doing? Hope you guys made money today. Wow, market was extremely green. What? Hey, what's up? Hello. Hey, hungry. Q. Am I even saying that right? How do I even say it? How do I even say your name? Q. I'm a noob when it comes to pronunciation. But welcome. We got some big movers today. And the oil sector, Hess is up like 6.5%. Oh my God, oil is just going nuts. APA, XOM, a lot of the oil is moving, but some of the American companies like XOM aren't doing that well. What is this? Greens are financial. Some of the financial companies doing pretty good, I guess. Oracle, big move up today. Kind of out there. IBM, Microsoft. STZ following through a little bit from yesterday. And then GM is also making a pretty big move. LVS, Some of the losers today was Comcast. Oh, that was ugly, man. Holy smokes, look at that. That's a pretty ugly candle down for Comcast. But, you know, I'd be surprised if anybody is still pretty bullish on them because Comcast literally came out and they said that, yo, we're doing so bad, you know, our number is going to be worse than 2019's. So Comcast, Charter, both down pretty bad. Hanesbrand dropped down for another day as well. I wonder if there's any news there. Whirlpool also pretty red today. And Able Marble. T-Mobile also been down. Some interesting movers in the market. So SPY was super choppy today. We really didn't get anywhere. We had a really good move yesterday. It was setting up a lot of bullish reversals to the upside, but it was sus, man. Today was overall sus. Some of the reopening plays are getting pretty beat up. Like Carnival is coming back down a little bit, as it should, man. You know, Caesars Entertainment is starting to lose that bullishness, so this could be a really good short here as well. TPR, Etsy, a lot of crazy stuff. What are you guys? What's everybody else looking at? DKNG. Let's take a look at that. Oh, damn. DKNG got smacked. Wow. I regret not taking hold of it yesterday. So we've been watching DKNG for a while. Came off the bottom here last time. Had a pretty good move to the upside. Got smacked at this resistance at the 50.90 or slash $51 level, give or take. It's very close to $51 level. It got smacked last time, and then yesterday we came back here again. Damn, man, I have some contracts for next week at DKNG, and I almost didn't take profit yesterday because I was so greedy. I was like, yo, we just had such a strong move to the upside. You know, like when DKNG moves, it can move big, right? So it's like it has potential to move to 54. So I almost didn't want to take profit, but I already had multiple plays on DKNG. I have the ones for next week, and then have the November ones. That's like a month out. So I was like, you know what? Since I already kind of priced it for like a month out move anyways, like let me just sell the ones next week for next week because they're already up so much. I might as well take profit before, you know, the market smacks me around. So god damn, man, I'm so glad I did, because otherwise I'd be hurting today. Did you take a spread on it, or did you take calls, Nasty Nate? Like, did you take like a naked call, or did you do a spread? And the reason I was so scared, oh damn, sorry to hear that, bro. And the reason I was so scared was because of this. You know, I don't know if you saw like when I posted this in the options chat yesterday, because I kept talking about it multiple times that we were at this level. So yesterday we literally hit this level 44.20. I talked about this level a few times, and I was so sus, man. I want us to really break through it. The part of me that's like bullish for the market wants to break through it, but we didn't break through it. So, you know, obviously if it didn't break through, it's a clear rejection, right? So it's kind of been coming back down a little bit. I mean, you said, then there's no catalyst for DKNG, or no catalyst for the market, because they had a vote. They had a vote yesterday, and the vote was the vote was good. Let me see if I can pull up the news. Market unbalanced today was no, I think the catalyst was reason enough, actually. Market unbalanced today was 2 billion to the sell side. They had a vote yesterday. I thought they voted to push through the debt ceiling. I'm pretty sure they did, man. I thought I briefly remember reading that this morning, and I was like pretty excited for a second. Why don't I see it? Yeah, they pushed it to like December something, which is good. You know, I mean, like that gave us that gave us 2 months. So that's almost like the infrastructure bill or like the other stimulus plans when they make the vote on these things. and it was able to push it out to a later date, and the market got bullish usually because of that, you know. So I thought we have enough momentum, but I guess like people were just shook. Too many people probably blew up and they just didn't have the fun. Deep in the money for end of the month? What do you got, Hungry? Like deep in for DKNG, or you have like SPY puts for end of the month? What's up, Young Bo? So naked calls for November 19th. You'll be okay, buddy. Look for this line to hold on DKNG and you'll be good. If this area holds for DKNG, you'll be okay, man. 47. As long as it doesn't break on the 47, you'll probably be pretty safe. If it does, oh boy. Oh boy. But this is actually, so this is the play that I just did before, well, after market close. I just did this play because I saw the market on sell. I saw that the market sold 2 billion to the south side. Let me see. And you know, that's like typically pretty bearish, right? When market on sell went 2 billion to the south side. And then what else? What else? I don't want all these countries. So market went 2 billion to the south side. That means there was more selling than buying. And then the payroll data was just trash. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It was like, it was not only bad, it was worse than previous quarter. It didn't meet the forecast. So if this was like an earnings report, it was really, really bad, you know. And we have gone like so bad, you know. We're looking at like, oh my gosh. Like May. Just overall, the data wasn't that good on the payroll. Let's see. What other data we had? Unemployment rate. So unemployment rate says it's done slightly better. 4.8% as opposed to 5.1. But the way that they calculate the unemployment rate is not correct. It's actually they exclude our data, so this is pretty much fake data. And plus they stopped giving out the unemployment, so obviously that data is going to show a lower amount too. I mean, we're at such a weird spot in the market, you know. For us to taper, that would mean that interest rate would go up, and so, you know, like a month ago, I would tell you, yes, let's taper ASAP, let's do it as quick as possible. But as of right now, I don't know. Yo, what's up, Turbo Laxative? Thanks for subbing with Prime. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting our channel and hanging out with us. Done too much, sir. Since you're subbing with Prime, don't forget to bookmark our spreadsheet too. We usually take a look at chart requests and stuff like that, and we'll post it here. Whatever we looked at. Some of them are really good setups, some of them aren't. It depends on the days and, like, you know, direction of the market and weather. I'm all for tapering, trying to buy every bank stock dip. I feel you. Like, I want us to taper so that, you know, the market can stop going so crazy, but I'm also so exposed this time that I don't want us to taper, because I need time to start unloading my position first. I need to like get to the point where I'm like 80% cash portfolio, and then the market can do whatever it wants. So not at that point right now. So we got some pretty big stuff coming up next week as well. Oh, Canada has Thanksgiving next week. Canadian Thanksgiving. What's this? Brazil has a holiday as well. I think China has a holiday this week, if I remember correctly. Then we have the OPEC monthly report. So that's either going to show how serious the energy crisis or not, because there's been a lot of like hype in regards to this energy crisis. Like, oh my God, we're just using so much energy. There's just not enough energy for them. Like, how we get to this point? I thought we always been operating past that. That's one thing I don't understand. So this morning, there's a U.S. economy adds just 194 jobs in September, expects to react to second straight major miss. Last time we missed pretty bad and the market fell a few days after, so that's why I was kind of bearish a little bit, as opposed to me typically being pretty bullish. Let's see. The Labor Department also revised July's total job growth higher by 38,000 to 1.05 million. In August, job growth higher from 235 to 366. Economists has been expecting 720 job additions in August, right? However, the leisure and hospitality industry led the job creation in September, adding 74,000 positions. Government payroll dropped by 123 positions. Wow, what happened to all those government jobs? Pressure on the Fed. Jimmy Cox, managing partner for Harris Financial Group, said the biggest impact of the second straight weaker job report is that it could cause the Federal Reserve to rethink that its starting point for tapering its monthly asset purchase. There are a lot of positives in the report, like an uptick in average hourly earnings, but not enough to sugarcoat the fact that employment picture remains murky with all the COVID-related cross currents. Some of the other financial guys are saying headline job numbers may not be as bad as it appears at first glance. The biggest problem is not that growth has slowed, is that people are still scared to go back to work. While this is clearly a weak report, then it looks to be reflecting the recent Delta wave more than a slowdown in the growth, and as such is less of a problem than it might be, apparently, they said. So, and they go further and they said, a growth narrative intact. Chief Investment Officer at Treasury Partners said that the disappointing September job numbers doesn't actually shift the economic growth narrative. While the headline number was much weaker than expected, the economy saw decent job growth in the private sector during September, as well as a decline in unemployment rate. So all these other hedge fund guys are coming out and they're trying to sugarcoat it. They're like, yo guys, it's okay. Like, yes, yes, I understand that, that the job report is saying that this is the X number. So let's look at the estimate, right? Let's look at how bad it missed. So where's that? All right, right here, right? The forecast is 500,000, right? They're expecting 500,000 growth in job in terms of forecast. We got 194,000, right? So that's not even 50%. That's like 40%. That's a huge miss. So let's say let's put this let's make this number easy to do percentage, right? Let's double this number to 1 mil and double this number, right? This would be 388, right? And 388 out of a million is 38.8%. So we achieved 38.8% of the forecast. That's ugly, man. That's not even 50%. That's not even 70%. Like if you get 38.8 on the test, that's like people are gonna laugh at you, like, yo, you totally fail. Like you didn't even study. Like, did you even study, bro? And the worst part is it wasn't even improvement to like the last quarter. Like imagine the last test, you got like a 66 and now you got a 38. Your teacher's gonna come up to you, or your professor's gonna come up to you like, yo, you slacking, man. You might as well drop my class because you're gonna fail. So that's kind of how ugly the number is. But these hedge fund guys are like, oh, it's just noise. This is like BS. Like, it's all good, boys. It's all good. Like, the numbers aren't that bad. It's okay. Like, you're okay, man. So that's kind of interesting. Interesting perspective there. It is kind of concerning. The other thing is that the COVID vaccine issue, there's a lot of fights on COVID vaccines right now. Like, now that the president, mandated people, like made it mandatory for people to get the vaccines, there's been a lot of people disagreeing with that situation. I think it's like Australia COVID mandate protests. I think Australia has some issues on it. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. NIA Beat says, what a day with MMTLP. Lots of confusion. What is this, a stock? Lots of confusion. Looks like it was mostly moving up. Opened about 87 cents, closed around 190. So that's 100% move, 170% move for the day. Not bad. Not bad, man. So anti-vaccine protesters clashed with police in Melbourne, Australia for the second day. Oh, this was like last month though. This is September 21st. So apparently, like, everybody over the world is starting to get very serious about not trying to take the vaccine. It's not just Australia, it's like Canada and it's New York too now. We just had like the teachers unions or something in New York that was protesting that as well. And let me see. So this is the New York one. No digital passport. Like what? So the whole mandate thing is getting pretty serious, and like a lot of people are protesting and fighting it. And then you have Sweden. I don't know if you guys saw this. Have most of you guys gotten the second dose yet? So this came out a few days ago, October 6th, like 2 days ago. Sweden and Denmark pauses the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine for younger age group. And they said that on Wednesday they're pausing it. We talked about this the other day too. Because for people that are born in 1991 and later as data points to increase myocarditis and pericarditis. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Among youth and young adults, and apparently men's as well. Like men's and boys are more likely to get it. You know, like heart inflammations, and then the heart like sac inflammations and stuff. So a lot of people, you know, were like getting wrecked, and now like they're advising people not to get it, right? So, but imagine if this news starts to pick up, and people start taking this very seriously, you know, in Canada and in the United States and stuff. So, you know, those are big things, right? If people start taking this news very seriously, because it went from like, oh, you know, like the chance of you getting that heart inflammation is like 1 out of like 5 million or something, right? To like now is like maybe 1 out of 5,000. So it is a big change. It's like yo, you went from like having the chance to win the lottery to like now you have a good chance, you know, to get smacked. So it's a little bit scary there when you think about it in the way that the percentage move and how concerning that is. So I'm not anti-vaxxer myself, but I do agree if people say, like, if somebody says, yo, I don't want to take the vaccine because I'm worried about the side effect, I agree with that. I completely respect that, man. Nastiness is like a long time ago. Did the Pfizer a few months ago. Moderna second shot worked me. It messed you up, turbo laxative. Can you not travel otherwise if you don't have the shot? Yes, that's true. You can't travel if you didn't take the shot. Turbo laxative is like, I won't do the dirt. I agree with your brother. You're not gonna catch me with a dirt shot, man. Damn, you were sick for 3 days. Nasty Naces, I think I got a placebo. Yo, bro, if you got the placebo, I think you're like low-key lucky in a way, because when I took the second shot, it messed me up too. Like, you know, man, and I don't think I ever got so sick in my life as well. Like, it messed me up so bad. And turbo laxative, let me know if you had the same problem, because when I took it, I remember the first night when I took it, I was so tired after, like, I was good at first, and then after 6 hours, I was so tired, right? I came home and I just knocked out. Next thing I know, I'm having like the craziest dreams. Like I'm not even talking about dreams anymore. I'm talking about nightmares, man. Like, I'm having like the craziest nightmare. Like, imagine falling off the cliff, but 10 times worse. I don't even remember what I was having nightmares about, but I just remember it was so bad. I felt like I was constantly fighting and just like battling for survival, you know. And then I will wake up and I'll be like, oh shoot, thank God that was like, you know, just like a dream, right? And but as I wake up, I'll be sweating like a pool of like sweat, and now I'll walk to the couch because my bed would be so wet, like it would be so drenched in sweat I couldn't even sleep there anymore. So I would move to the couch, go back to sleep again because I'd be so tired, you know. And I was ready for this whole time. I had like, you know, I have water, I have Gatorade, I had coconut water, I had everything, right? I was hydrated. I had like the pills if I needed to take it, but I try not to. So I would go back and forth, and then, but every time I go back to sleep, yo, I would have the worst nightmares, and these nightmares would continue. I remember the nightmare would just keep continuing and continuing, man. Like it was like my life in a TV series, and I just kept living it for like 3-4 days. Had the same thing. I was like, my back was killing me, body aches. Oh yeah, you're right. I did vomit the first night too. I remember vomiting the first night because I was trying to sleep, and then I was like, I felt like I wanted to vomit, and I just ran up to the bathroom, just all over. Yeah, and I barely ate. I don't think I ate anything that like those few days. It was like impossible to put food in. So like honestly, like like getting that second dose was one of the worst things I think I probably ever experienced in my life. And that's why you probably would not catch me taking the third shot. So, and then after that, I had the heart inflammation issue. So I was having a really hard time breathing. So at first, you know, you didn't talk about the side effects, so you didn't know that you had the heart inflammation issue. So I was trying to Google it. I talked to a few of the viewers on stream, and two other people said they had the same issue where they couldn't breathe and stuff. So I thought it was something else. I thought I had actually caught the COVID, but it wasn't. It was just that I had heart inflammation, and if your heart was inflamed, you know, it's like in a similar area. So when you, it's the same chest area, right? So when you're breathing, it's rather like it's like really hard for you to breathe because your whole chest hurts. So I couldn't talk to people for like extended amount of time. I think I was doing like 30-minute streams at that time because I just couldn't even catch my breath. I couldn't talk anymore. And I was like, man, I was so scared for my life. I thought I was gonna be done. So that was the end of the 007, man. A clinic here accidentally gave me water because the nurse got confused. What? You got shot water? No way. But aside from that though, I would definitely advise most people to get the first shot, but just not the second shot, because I think the second shot is where it messes you up. I think if you get the first shot, at least your body will recognize and identify the you know the pathogen or the virus, so that if you do end up contracting COVID, at least if you get the first shot and you contract COVID, your body would be ready for it because it's already identified to a certain extent. It just wouldn't make a lot of antibody for it, but it would already identify it. The way your body makes the antibody is that if it sees it again, then your body's like, yo, this thing is serious, I gotta take it seriously, so they'll have more protection. But even the first time, your body's gonna be like, I know this guy, I know this virus, you know. So I would still advise a lot of people to get the first shot. Second shot is a little bit iffy. I guess I think it depends on the time frame, man. When the vaccine first came out, Pfizer was pretty quick, so a lot of people end up getting Pfizer. But then when I was getting it at that time, I think Pfizer had just ran out of stock, so there was a lot of Moderna doses. But the reason I'm talking about this topic is I actually found something very interesting today that I wanted to bring to your attentions if you guys are trying to get the second shot and third shot. One thing I found really interesting, and I was just reading through Reddit today, and let me see if I can find it to see what these guys are talking about. And I think it sounds pretty legit as well. So give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find this thread for you. And I think this is something that could be useful to like for the other people that are getting second shots and third shots. Okay, got it. So I'm gonna share this with you guys as well. So this way you guys can like look it up and see it for yourself. I'd rather catch COVID now than personally do that again. I feel you, man. I feel the same way, brother. Yeah, exactly, Earl. All right, so let me show you guys what I found, right? So I found this today, and it was posted like 3 days ago, and I wish I learned about this earlier because I think this is actually really good information. So they said that intramuscular injections can accidentally hit a vein, causing injection into the bloodstream. This could explain the rare adverse reaction to the COVID-19 vaccine. Study shows that solid link between intravenous mRNA vaccine and myocarditis in mice. Needle aspiration is one way to avoid this from happening. So the needle aspiration is a technique that like a process where where what it does is that it means to pull back on the plunger slightly after sticking the needle in before injecting. If you could pull up blood, then you have hit a vein. But as you read further and further into this, people are saying that, oh, like it's an old method, but it's not super effective, and it's like really hard to identify if you hit a vein or not when you're shooting it with like with that needle, because it's like a small needle or whatnot. Because the vaccine needle is a super small needle, so they said it might not even be that effective. That's why CDC didn't mandate that. But the conclusion I came to is that if you guys are getting your second shot and your third shot, I would strongly advise to go to the hospital or like a good clinic to do it. Go to a place where like the people that are actually doing that are professionals. Because when I got my shot, I went to like a public place, right? Like a public center that was designed to like, just shoot out vaccines. Like they're like just throwing it out like, you get one, you get one, you get one, and those places typically have people from all different trades of the healthcare sector, right? So you're gonna have people that are just like freaking, half-ass nurses. You're gonna have people that like, doesn't even mandate, doesn't even like, give out vaccines or shots on a daily basis. You're gonna have like those newbies that rarely ever shoot before, right? And I've met these people before too. Like I remember one time, I met this doctor, right? And I went with a friend to see this doctor, and this doctor was supposed to draw my friend's blood. And this dude had just gotten like, he just finished like 7 years or whatever of like doctor school. And for God's sake, man, this guy was the noobest noob ever. Like he couldn't draw blood for the life of him. The man could not find a vein. It was like cringe watching him trying to draw blood. Like he just could not find a vein for the life of him. He was like trying to draw blood, and it would just be an epic fail like 2-3 times. I was looking at it, I was like, oh my gosh, dude. And then like eventually he has to get a nurse, and the nurse just came in and she drew it like that, like bam, like because she was just a pro. She just done it so many times. She has so many years of experience just drawing blood. So I would say if you guys are gonna get the second shot or the third shot, please go to a place that is that's like professionals, like a good doctor's office, or like a really good hospitals. Don't go to those mass produced sites where they just hire anybody to do it. Because like there are people that say like like people that said like CVS, they go to CVS and you have like these kids giving you the vaccine and stuff, and like some of them aren't even shooting at the right place, because they're supposed to shoot it in your tricep, and some people are saying they got it in like near their elbows and things like that. So it's all over the place, man. Yo, if you guys had the Pfizer and you guys had no issue, I'm happy to hear that. Thank God. It sucks, man. I would not wish that upon anybody. So like as you can see, like me and Turbo Laxative, we're both like, hell no, we're not gonna get the third shot. That's how scary it is. Like it's messed us up so much that we're just so scared to get the third shot. Like I would never want to put myself through that again. It's like self-torture, man. Shoot. I can't remember the last time I had such a strong fever like that too. I think that was like when I was like maybe 5 years old, dude. But it's crazy. That's why the Moderna vaccine is the Moderna stock is getting wrecked. Look at the Moderna stock. It's just been dying. Dude, I don't think like those are the craziest hallucination dreams ever, man. I wouldn't mind them if they were good dreams, like Like, I wouldn't mind them if they were like, like sex fantasy dreams or something. But like, yo, they were like battles for my life. It was just like you were just getting hurt and it was just battling for your life. Everyone just felt sleepy and sore arm. People who took the Moderna tablets showed in that. Facts. Oh, maybe I will get the third shot just to experience this. I believe it, man. Even I showed him Moderna, actually. I showed him Moderna up here because I hated this company. I just hated them. I'm not gonna lie. People that probably took the Moderna shot and got messed up, they probably did short the stock. Yo, Turbo, did you short it? Sample size of 2. We'll find out. It's pretty beat up though. I would love to see it come back down here. It's a pretty good area. Was there any stocks you guys wanted to take a look at today? See how they perform? Wow. Yo, IEA fell below support. No bueno. Oh no. It came back down too. TK? Is TK a stock? Wait, why is this company not going to the moon? Yeah, so this company TK is engaged in providing crude oil and gas marine transportation service. It also offers offshore oil production, storage, and offloading service, primarily under long-term fixed-rate contracts. Oh, I guess maybe they don't make money as much because they're like they're not there's no storage right now because they're using the oil so fast that they don't even need to store it. I don't know, man. Let's check it out. I got you guys. Let me set up this list. Today is the 8th. So we got TK, Dell. Yo, I've been seeing a lot of Dell commercials. I think they're gonna make a comeback. Like, they just started advertising their Alienware like crazy. AMD, oh my gosh, I know, man. Market didn't let it go, rain on it. DLR, I gotta check back onto this REIT stock. Alright, so it's got established trend line before. Typically when it reverses, has been up down a lot. It's a typical move a lot for a lot of these oil companies. Anytime when it moves back up. Let me see. Let me find that pre-COVID level. The COVID level's around here. So that's the potential. $5. I can see it reasonable. Reasonable shot on that contract. What's up, Professor Glass? How you doing? Let's see. It started that move up. It's starting the uptrend. We're about to hit that double top here. Seeing some resistance right now. Your first level should be $4 plus, right? So $3 and change. Your first level should be $4 plus. I would probably expect it to make like this kind of move and just slow climb, and possibly eventually hitting the fives. But it's also going to depend on how that earnings coming up is going to do. So probably got the earnings coming up in November. That could be the catalyst to either go up or go down. It set up this climb. Ideally, it should come back to this level as oil is recovering very, very well right now. With this whole energy crisis and everything, you might be sitting on a gem, honestly, man. Because look, it even spiked like last year. It had a huge spike over here, to that high $4 range. Good luck on that trade, man. It looks interesting, honestly. If I wasn't like in other stuff, I might even, if you caught me on better days, I probably would have gotten in this trade with you, man. Honestly, if I had like more fun to throw around, I would do it. Good luck. I like it. Should see 490s. As a small cap stock, it's typically a little bit risky dicky. Just a little bit. But no risk, no reward, right? Let's get it. Let's take a look at Dell. Yo, what the hell? Honestly, I haven't looked at the Dow chart for the longest time because I just thought they were a shit company, man. So, the last few years, Dell, especially like probably prior to 2020, Dell has been like so bad. Like it's been like declining so hard because nobody wanted to buy laptop. I mean, nobody wanted to buy desktops no more, and they just didn't do any advertising or anything, right? So every year they would literally pay people to buy their computers. So I don't know if you guys ever heard of slickdeals.com. Is a website where like people find like crazy deals and stuff. And I used to go there on like near Black Fridays, and I would see these crazy deals on Dell computers where like if you buy Dell gift cards, right? Like let's say you buy like $1,000 Dell gift cards, it would be like 40% off or something. So if you bought $1,000 Dell gift cards, you would get $400 off, right? And then so instead of paying $1,000 for the gift card, you would only be paying like $600. Or rather, if you bought $1,000 gift cards, you would get $1,400 or something like that, right? In gift cards. So you would get extra gift cards. And then if you did that, now you just got to find people that want to buy a computer, and then you wait till Black Friday and they'll have these other super deals on discounted computers, right? And these computers will be super duper discounted, and then you can buy these computers at super discount with those gift cards. And then if you we sold those computers at those discount price, now you have $400 in the gift cards that is just free money, like that you don't know what to do with. So they used to do that so much, man, in the last few years. I actually used to buy like these antivirus from them for like $10-15, and we sold those because like antivirus we sold for like anywhere from $15 to $30, and I would get them for $10 to $15. But it's crazy. So they had this double top break over. They gone up from here. This double top was from 2019, hit there in October 2020, and it's grind up pretty hard, man. So I guess probably a lot of people buying the computer for mining and stuff. It's at its own range right now. You know, don't really know where it could go from here. It doesn't really respect the moving averages that much. It's one of those slow stocks that just does its own random things, so it doesn't move that much. Um, there's a trend line here. I think it could come down. It looks like this is the area that if they were to come down, they would come down here. Next possible test is coming back down like this and going up. So this is one of the possible channels and patterns I see on Dell that could potentially play out. If it breaks above here, it's going to break out of that pattern. So that's price is 108. So if you're in the position, you're either taking profit here, or you're hoping for the breakout for more profit, one or the other. I mean, you could possibly short it too if you're bearish. The chart is signaling a good short though. So $108 and support at 98. So I posted the chart on the Google spreadsheet. It's over here if you guys need it. AMD. Check that out. Oh wow, AMD is doing it again. What the hell? So AMD broke out again, and it couldn't get past that 107 area, man. It got smacked. The breakout was yesterday. Today is the 8th, right? So when it came to today, gave it all up. Gave up yesterday's gain. So chances are we're probably gonna come down unless the market is extremely bullish. But I actually bought some puts on SPY today. I got like a bunch of SPY puts for the end of the month, like a put spread. So expecting to move from like 430s. Well, for me to win, I'm looking for a move from 436 to 426. I don't know. We'll see. It's more of a hedge though. It's not even like a put. It's just a hedge because I have a lot of long positions too. So if we can break above 108, it's got huge potential to move up to 114. Yo, maybe we'll finally come back to that $97, $98 on AMD. I hope not though, because I'm long TSM. Support at 99, resistance at 114. Well, actually no, resistance is at 108. So that's it for AMD. I hope that helps. Let's check out DLR. So DLR, I got stopped out of that trade. It was pretty ugly. I was looking for the real estate sector to see some recovery with the market recovering, but it didn't really see the recovery. I even looked at it yesterday and contemplated about getting back in, but I didn't. So we're getting close to the next support. I mean, long-term wise, I wouldn't be worried too much, especially if you're holding shares. I think you'll be okay. But short-term wise, I'm just waiting for another confirmed reversal before getting back in. The good news is on the daily side, you know, there is some momentum there. there's some divergence to the upside whereas the stock was moving to the downside. So sometimes that could be bullish. But otherwise, if you're in the position, probably look for if you didn't get stopped out, look for an average down around the 140 range, and then see if we can take it back to 146. Sorry you got caught in that, man. I should have probably just alerted O because this one played out way better. I don't know why that one didn't play out as well because O, which is a relative income corporation, they're a company that pay dividend to real estate sector, REIT and stuff, and it's like the same thing. They hit the support, right, and they bounce very nicely, but for some reason DOR did not want to bounce. Oh shoot, really? Wow, no way. Oh snap. That's crazy. Oh, you add a position in the low 65s as well? Very nice, sir. Yo, what's up, RB Nickel? Naps are the best. You must feel refreshed and energized, man. Yeah, I had the relative income group popped up a few times. I actually closed the position on it yesterday. I don't know if you closed yours though. So yeah, I got it the other day. It popped up on my alert on September 28th for O. It was a huge buy the dip for me there. Do you still have your relative income group position, or did you close it? Yo, the best thing was though about buying shares. I don't know if you got it around before September 30th, but if you bought it before September 30th, the best thing was you caught the dividend too. So it was a no-brainer, man. But I like this company. It's actually one of the few REITs I like because they're commercial REIT though. I do wish they could come back to 57 again because last year they came back down multiple times. I was catching on the bottom, selling on top, catching on the bottom, just selling on top, man. But then this one time I sold it, I never caught it again. It disappeared because it just started moon mission. So I have this pre-COVID level up here. I still wish that it could come back to this range, but I don't know if it could. They're doing the merger. They're merging with another company that's in the commercial sector as well. So it's pretty much like they're doubling down. Either they're gonna be even more successful or they're gonna get wrecked because commercial real estate is like 50-50 right now. It's either gonna be like a really, really good investment 5 years down the line from now, or it could be like Carnival, where it's very, very hard to recover. CMG, let's check this out. Professor Glass asked about this. What are you looking for, Professor Glass? If I know my boy Professor Glass, he definitely probably want to play a butterfly on it. Am I right? What are we doing? What's the price target? I got you, Zigzag. Looking butterfly or bow vertical call. Bow. You're looking for a run into ER. Are we looking for the run into ER by October 22nd? So ER is at, well, so ER is October 21st. They typically do have a nice run into the earnings. Last earning was very strong. I do remember they're opening a bunch of Chipotle's. They're even opening a bunch in New York, and as I said on a lot of earnings calls before, I love when the company opens stores because that means they're gonna increase revenue and they're gonna have more sales and stuff. So generally, that's pretty bullish long term. I mean, on the bands here, on 97-minute, it looks like we're somewhat at the support. Next resistance at the 200 moving average, that's at 1884. If you're doing that, I guess you're shooting for that date on October 22nd, possibly. So let's see. Let me see if I can build the butterfly on that. CMG. So the next resistance would be 1884, right? At least for me, it'd be 1884. So let me move this like somewhere. Let me optimize it actually. CMG target is 184. It doesn't want to set up a butterfly. We could do a bull call spread in a way, but let me see. All right, so let me move this out a little bit more. All right, so I set it up. My max target, the ideal target I'm looking for is 1884. We're currently trading at 1820 right now. The cost is $220. If we can get a move by October 22nd or October 21st, right? If we can get a move back to the medium or the top is 1950, medium is 884. If we can get a medium to the 884 range, if it starts to move, might even have to move this up even further. But if it moves to the 60s around, if it stays around the 60s on that date, you can make a lot. Let me move this up one more. There you go. This would be the one you want to build. Easy 100%. This is the one, man. This is the one. If you think it'll move back to the medium at 1,884 at the resistance by earnings or before earnings, yo, you're risking $55 to make like 550. Psh, why not, right? So CMG, B-Fly, 184, test. What was the date? October 23rd? Here you go, buddy. So because it's at the band, it's at the bottom of the band, it's most likely gonna come back, right? It's touched the medium before at the 200 moving average here. So it's touched that before. Other times when it came down under, it came back to the medium point of control. So it cut anywhere be from 50s to 70s. Let me see, how much money would you make from 50 to 70s? So I mean, anywhere in that range you're up. You know, 50s you're making money. If it's like 70s, you're making money. Right now it's at the 20s, so it's a good range. It's a good range. Good luck on that trade, man. You did miss all the FUD, brother. RVP, let's see. Let me paste this real quick. I took some puts as hedge that I kept. Yeah, why? I mean, 875, yeah, give or take, it's close to that range. It's got short interest. It's coming all the way down to the bottom of the band. Why not? They got government contracts. They got stupid money from the government. Why not, brother? Why not? This, oh, you know what? I actually found one trade that I thought was pretty interesting. So you know how some of you guys kind of like PLTR, right? And it's been trading in this 21 to like, it's like 27 range in a way. So if you think that, you know, it's bullish, there's a few ways to play it. Let's say if you think it's bullish at 21, so PLTR 21. So you're bullish on it. So you're bullish on it. You can sell the puts and collect the money. It's at 23.50 right now. Let me see. So if you think it's gonna chop around that 21 range, so right now the support is at 21. If you think it's gonna chop from 21 to 22, you could sell the credit on it for $16 credit at a $84 margins, and it could potentially be pretty easy money, because it looks like the last few times it has hit that $21 range. It bounced. I mean, even at the range right now, it could possibly bounce. So, but I think 21 is a pretty good area too. So, and so that's for PLT or. Oh shoot, it's 5:15. I'm gonna end it here. Gotta do some stuff, clean up a little bit. But we'll be back Monday, guys. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Hope today wasn't too bad of a trading day, and you guys saw a lot of profit. I wish I could wish for a good day on Monday, but I don't know how many of you guys are bullish at the moment. I'm leaning a little bit on the bearish side, so I'm hoping we see some chop and some drop, and then maybe recovery toward like the middle, the end of the week, and hopefully the market doesn't drop too much, man. Thanks guys for stopping by, and take care. Have a good night.